Hello, everyone, and welcome back to episode 4 of the Olympic Ultras podcast. As always, we are your hosts. I'm Nate.
I'm Michael.
And today we're going to be talking about the women's matches. A little bit of a runaround. I know a lot of people are expecting the women's podcast to be up on Thursday, but to accommodate the Logan Lightning game, we've moved it to the Friday. This will happen.
Blame Football Queensland.
Yeah, you can blame Football Queensland. No. This will happen here and there as midweek games dictate.
Yeah. But nothing set in stone, but we will deliver.
Yes, we will always deliver.
Yeah.
Of course, in the first half, we're going to be talking about our most recent first game of the NPL Women's of 2026 against Eastern Suburbs. And then we're going to be looking at Capalaba Bulldogs as our round 2. And then we'll be looking at a new signing.
Yes.
As well in the women's, which is very, very exciting.
Yep.
As always, make sure that you follow us on Instagram, YouTube, and Spotify on the Olympic FC Ultras and the Olympic Ultras podcast. Like, subscribe, comment. It really drives the engagement up, and it gives us a little bit of serotonin every single time we see it.
Yeah, love you to join us.
All right, let's kick off, shall we? First game of the NPL Women's 2026 did not get off to the start that we probably hoped for, but as we did talk about last week.
There was a few clubs below us who didn't get off the start they hoped for either.
Exactly right.
So all is not lost.
Exactly. And it's week 1 of a very, very long season. Yeah. We did go down 1-0 to Eastern Suburbs, a very good team that are probably looking to do a little bit better than they did last season. Tight affair. The goal we conceded was just...
That was... Hard to use the word. That was just arsey.
It was. It
really was.
So
we discussed this earlier. If that young lass was probably, a half a metre back, it'd have gone past her head.
Yeah.
But I've got to give a 10 out of 10 for instinct.
Oh, 100%.
She saw the ball and went bang. I mean, that was...
Yeah. It was
strikers football.
It was Tegan Riding, one of the best strikers to grace the NPL women's football.
So she knows what she's doing.
Longer than the last few seasons. I think... They've really made use of probably one of our only weaknesses still, which is us playing out from the back, especially from a goal kick. They tried to press us hard, and they did that all game. So they kind of made their own luck there, but it was just such an unlucky goal that it just so happened that the attempted clearance deflected towards this player who headed it away. So it was just... was what it was. We had we had our good opportunities too. I think we hit the crossbar at one stage.
And we attacked really well.
Yeah, it was, we didn't shy away from this match at all.
No, I wouldn't say we more than matched them. I reckon that East were probably 5 to 10% better than we were, if that.
Yeah.
They didn't totally impress me. I thought our girls played some great football.
Yeah.
Really good football. And I think it worried East because of how good we played. I don't think they expect us to play so well.
Yeah, exactly right. Especially coming up from...
They would have thought, give her one. Get on them. But our passing game, our communication game, it was great.
It was. And came out of the blocks early.
Yep.
We were the first to 3 corners. We got 3 corners pretty quickly.
Yeah.
We were really pressuring them. We were really rushing them around the pitch. And that's just Cam's style all over, And I think sometimes clubs that get promoted can be accused of being a little bit naive, playing the way that they're going to play no matter what.
Yeah.
This is how we got promoted. This is what we're going to do in the big leagues. And I definitely don't think we could be accused of naivety. Like, we went in there with clearly a game plan, want to, how we want to play and everything like that. But it is also still refreshing to see that this is still Cam's tactics. Like, this is how he likes to play football, how he likes to get his teams to play football. This is how our players like to play football. So I definitely don't think he'd be classed as naive, but it was definitely Cam's style, which was awesome.
And we've proved it. It's a style that works.
It is.
I was very impressed with the girls.
High possession game. We were missing a number of key and new players. Obviously, one of our newer signings that we're looking forward to is Tia. She was suspended for this particular match, a carryover suspension from last season. But Callie Cowles was on the bench. Rio was on the bench. When she came on, she was incredible.
Rio was great. She lit up the whole midfield.
As always.
Girl's a freak.
Yeah, incredible. Jess Curran was clear on the bench as well. Charlie Phillips wasn't on the team sheet at all.
No.
So, we were missing some pretty key players. And I think had we been ready, it would have been a very different match.
Oh, for sure. For sure. And I think it laid the foundation to go on, you know what, Olympics, there'll be no pushover.
Yeah.
So if you think that's going to happen, get ready.
Yeah, exactly.
I think one of our busiest players all night was Georgia.
Yeah, she was running up and down that wing.
She covered some miles on that right wing. And she done really well. There was one instance there, I think she was in the corner. And I thought, I'll just kick it out for a corner or whatever, or throw in. But no, Georgia battled, got the ball back out.
Yeah.
It was great.
And as always, just completely just run and run and run.
Yeah, run a heart out.
And I do want to quickly issue an apology to Monica, because last week I mentioned that both of the Vecchio twins would be on the wing back roles. Yep. Monica, I believe, was playing as a wide centre back in this role. It was actually Faith Stevenson who was playing that wing back role.
So you owe Monica a written apology.
So I owe Monica an apology. You are not exactly the same.
No, I'll make sure he delivers to you, Monica. Don't you worry.
But still, Monica performed very admirably. Faith, because you mentioned Georgia. It was Faith who was on that wing pumping those balls, and Monica pumping those balls to Georgia, just not letting her rest.
Yeah. The biggest problem with East Ground is the right-hand side where the camera is, it's all beautifully lit.
Yeah, the other side's not.
The other side, I want to get the girls carry torches.
Yeah.
Because you can't see them. It's terrible lighting on that side.
Yeah.
And Faith, half the time, you didn't even know where she was.
Yeah, I know.
You couldn't see her.
Especially with the dark blue uniforms. It blended in.
Yeah. But, no, look, exceptional. I thought it was exceptional.
Yeah, I definitely think the 1-0 loss was probably quite unlucky. I don't think we deserved to walk away with a 1-0 loss.
You take that Archie goal away, and it was a hard, rugged game.
Yeah, I definitely think a 0 or a 1-0 would have been a lot more fair result.
Totally agree.
Especially with the players that we had missing as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, some of the ones that we named are key game changers and can really put a game on its head. So, but again, Rio lit it up when she got on. Jess had a few good moments as well when she got on, and there was actually a new face who was announced, which is Nikki Friedman, which is absolutely fantastic to see. An American forward, 23 years old, which is
young pup.
Yep. But as we know, especially in the women's game, age and youth is not a problem.
It's irrelevant.
The amount of women that have brought onto the scene, even as high as the Matildas at 15, 16 years old, is incredible, So, and that's not just Australia, that's worldwide. So
it is worldwide, yeah. The women's game seem to develop young players better. Mm-hmm. I don't know what it is, but they just have this knack about them. But, some great players.
Yeah. So she comes to us from Point Loma Nazarene University, where she spent the last 3 seasons. She actually played in midfield for PLNU, and she scored 7 goals and 5 assists in the last couple of seasons. So, not a bad effort, especially playing midfield. I think she played up front for the Eastern Suburbs game. Mm-hmm. So, a massive piece of the puzzle once all the pieces come back and click back together.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because, as we talked about last week, the amount of new signings that have come in, they need to learn where each other are and who each other are going to be again.
Yeah. And it's hard to develop what each other's game plan is. Whilst if you've played with a particular player all your life, and you know that you're running this way, and she's going to be on the left-hand side, and you can blind pass.
Mm. Yeah, exactly right.
But then you got another girl who's going, will she be on the left-hand side? Blind pass.
Yeah. Or is she as quick? Or she might be quicker and she might overrun the ball.
Too slow, too far out, too close in. So there's all that development still to come, and you can't do that in one game.
No, you can't.
It takes a lot of training sessions and a lot of communication, a lot of games. Mm. I can see us kicking off the following game with a win.
Yeah, the game that we're going to be talking about.
And that'll give the girls huge confidence, but I think they can do it.
Yeah. Player of the match.
I really thought our captain played really well.
Captain Kiz.
I mean, she's a beautiful lady to start with. Such a dominant leader, dominant centre back. She just, I thought she was unlucky to get that yellow card.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was another game where the referee didn't really seem to want to punish the other team.
I mean, purely, if you're going to do it, body slam.
Yeah, come on.
None of this pussyfooting around, just take it to the ground. Make it worthwhile. But I thought that was an unlucky yellow card. I mean, even Curly protested. I looked at it and went, seriously, ref?
Yeah.
Come on, dude. But she impressed me greatly.
Yeah.
And you?
Mine's very, very similar. Not Kiz, although a very, very honourable mention. Mine has to be Vic Franklin. As per usual, she threw herself around. She got in everything's way.
Yeah.
She, both Kiz and Vic definitely made sure that it was only a 1-0 scoreline.
Yeah. They're rock solid. They are. They remind me of they're like the pylons of the city over a bridge.
Yeah.
They're just immovable.
Yeah.
They're just so strong and powerful.
Two of the best defenders that we possibly could ever have.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Vic, just really
and the backup, if Vic goes forward and loses the ball, who's at the back? Curly.
Yeah.
And vice versa.
Yeah.
They're always there to clean up. And they read the game so well.
Yeah, and I definitely think that's something that, Cam was looking forward to.
Oh, 100%.
Not necessarily fixing. It wasn't a problem in FGPL 1, but making sure that our defense was rock solid.
Correct.
Because NPL is a step up.
Yeah, because those girls in NPL will punish you.
Yeah.
We've seen that.
Yeah, exactly. So, again, the people like the Vecchio twins, Faith Stevenson, Loz was on the bench ready to come on. And I believe she did. Vic, Kiz, being that rock solid defense and making sure that, we limit absolutely everything. And again, it worked apart from a very unlucky moment.
Yeah, it was. If it had been, a 25-meter screamer in the top corner, I would have gone, fantastic. Yeah. But when I saw it, I just gone, are you serious? And I just went, no way.
Yeah. I tell you who also put in an absolutely amazing game as well was Ernie, the goalkeeper. She really.
I don't think she's
the one unlucky moment, but otherwise she was fantastic.
Yeah, I think I couldn't even count on one hand the amount of time she's let us down.
Yeah,
I don't think she has.
Yeah,
but like all keepers, they have their moments. But
she's been fantastic, even when. In massive breakaways where she's all on her own.
Yep.
She manages to stand tall and get there.
And she's confident. She knows what she's doing. She knows what she's got to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good.
Right, so moving into the second half is our second round game, but our first game at home back in the big time against Capalaba, a promotion rival. I shouldn't say relegation.
No.
A promotion rival.
It might be a number for them this year.
So after a very, very tough match, we welcome a familiar face back to Goodwin Park. Capalaba didn't have it much easier than us, to be honest, because they hosted Sunshine Coast Wanderers and went down 1-0.
Yeah, another good side.
Another side that's been in the NPL women's for quite some time. That's right. And is a little bit of a stalwart, someone who when you think of the NPL women's teams, you do think of Sunshine Coast Wanderers.
Yeah.
So it will be an interesting match because Sarah Daly and Tess Buzzo come back. So that'll be good to see. I believe they kept some of their bigger names, like their striker, Brittany Lachek.
Mm-hmm.
I do apologize for butchering that name. So that'll be good to see how she handles herself as well in the NPL women's because we saw how well she did in the GPL 1.
Correct, yeah.
But it'll be interesting to see because very, very early into this new campaign, we face a team that came up with us.
Yeah. So it will be interesting to see the changes made to both. I know Capalaba last year were fairly one-player driven. It was like bang, 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 get the ball to Brittany.
Yeah, it was very defensive. It was all and all hands to the defensive line and then boot the ball.
Brittany can't do it on her own.
No.
Put away a lot of
Sarah Daly now.
Put away a lot of goals.
Yeah.
But now she has help up front.
Yeah.
And we know Sarah's capabilities. We know what she can do.
Yeah.
We know how she runs with the ball. I don't think she'll be a problem.
I think it will be more of a case of know thy enemy this time.
Yes.
Again, as you said, we know how she runs. We know how she wants the ball. We know how she shoots. We know what position she likes to be in.
We know how Tessa plays.
Yeah. So two players that, again, as we've said before, we highly respect for what they did for us last season.
100%.
Absolutely incredible. Of course, players have to move on.
Yeah. For whatever reason, they move on for different challenges.
It'd be good to see them again. They're actually.
Just say hello. I hope they come over and say hello and shake the old hand. It'd be nice to say hello and see them. But we have a job to do, and I think we won't even bring that into consideration.
Yeah,
we'll say hello at the start of the game, and that's where friendship ends.
Yeah, pretty much.
We have a job to do.
Yeah, but and another chance to see some of our newer girls in action and see how the chemistry is building.
Yeah, we've seen them play a few games now, and I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too. I'm not too sure how long Tia has out. I'm not sure how long her suspension was.
No.
To be honest, I'm not even sure what she did, but I know she's suspended for a little bit.
Obviously the powers that be deemed it.
Well, there was a rumor that went around that we never actually saw her in preseason because she was suspended from preseason too.
That's a big suspension.
I didn't think you'd be allowed to be suspended for preseason.
Not preseason because they're not official.
They're not official matches. Case in point, Lachlan Hunter of the men's team. I know I'm just going to quickly talk about the men's. Lachlan Hunter from the men's team was suspended for the first 2 matches of the Cap Pro Series. Played a number of the preseason matches.
He played a lot of preseason games.
But apparently, Tia was not allowed to play our preseason matches in the women's because of her suspension.
I'd like to find out more about that. It's got me curious now.
Yeah. But that's the FQ Overlords for you.
Yes, from the distant planet of I don't know what I'm doing.
So, to make matters worse, they lined her up as a key transfer signing on their social media platform, which was nice.
Don't even get me started. It's a long season. I'll take off that challenge later.
Yeah, exactly right. And, do we really want to start our counter of how many episodes we've abused Football Queensland?
We'll wait around round 10 before we start to go Football Queensland.
Round 10 is generous.
I know it's generous, but it's a long season. Don't worry. I will bite my tongue until then.
Yeah, okay. I've got this on tape.
No escaping now. Damn.
You can keep them honest too. If you hear it, put it in the comments.
Yeah. Please be nice to me.
But of course, we weren't the only match, and neither was Capella Bars last weekend. There was a number of interesting results, actually, in my opinion. So, funnily enough, of the 5 games that played, 4 of them finished 1-0.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know if that says a really cagey opening, like no one really wanted to go too hard or anything like that. But of course, Brisbane City finished 1-0 with Gold Coast Knights in the first game. And then there was the Lions Gold Coast United match, which also finished 1-0. So Gold Coast came away with not a lot this season. First round. But then there was the one that really surprised me. Now, I'm not sure if you're aware of this result, and I feel sorry to say this about them, but QAS is well known to be a team that can't be relegated and a team that's full of kids, really. So are often the whipping kids.
They are the punching bag of the league.
Yeah. They beat South United 5-1.
Jesus. What the hell was South doing? Did South turn up? Or did the committee play?
Well, 4 of them are playing in Olympic colours.
That's
sort of what I was trying to get at.
When you think 4 out of the starting 11, that's a big chunk of players lost.
Yeah, so who knows if they obviously they would have got rated a little bit more by other clubs, some of the bigger names, but South, not getting off to this particular season at the greatest of starts. And, sort of shaping themselves up to be possibly early relegation favourites, unfortunately.
I took the opportunity to watch some of the Brisbane City Gold Coast game. To be honest, I wasn't impressed. It was scrappy. Passing was non-existent. There were players running into each other. It was horrible. I actually switched it off. Wow. I was that disappointed in the quality of football played by those 2 sides. I turned it off to watch the Sunshine Coast men play.
Interesting.
Yeah, it didn't impress me at all.
Because we saw Gold Coast Knights in pre-season.
Yeah.
And I thought that was quite a good game.
Yeah.
So.
But I was not impressed. No, and I've watched, I'm no expert, but I've watched a lot of football.
Yeah, we have.
And I'm just going, oh, are you serious? I was falling asleep.
Yeah.
It was terrible football.
Interesting.
Terrible.
But again, for 2 of the some of the best clubs in the league, hopefully it's for the benefit of the league. Hopefully there was just a blip for both of them. Maybe it's first round jitters
I dare say so. I mean, they're both quality sides. We know what both of them can do.
Yeah.
We saw them last year as well in the final series, and we know how powerful they are. So.
Yeah.
clubs like that can only get better and stronger as the season goes on. So
yeah, exactly.
There's certainly two to watch.
Yeah. Capalaba will be an interesting one.
I think so too.
And I think it's one that we have a very, very good chance at coming away with our first 3 points.
I do believe we do. Yes, I really believe this. I haven't heard much of what Capalaba has recruited all over or who they've lost. But if they base their team on last year's team and added a couple, they're going to be pretty strong.
Yeah, they're definitely going to be. They're definitely going to be difficult to break down. I'm sure a lot of, their home turf is ridiculously tough to go to.
Oh, for sure, always has been. Even the men found that last season or a couple of seasons ago.
Yeah, Capalaba, as we all know, seem to put this on their squad that they're going to be hard to break down. They're going to get at you. They're going to get under your skin one way or another.
Yep.
And they dig their heels in, and so it's probably good that our first game against them is going to be at home. It's going to be on our turf that we can sort of dictate.
We can command things. We can dictate how it goes.
And I'm sure we will have a very, very similar result in regards to fans and people who turn up than we did last season as well, because last season the women's were probably one of the better supported teams. At least more often than not, the people who turned up to Goodwin Park to watch the women, it was always a good crowd.
Yeah, and the crowds got bigger and bigger as the season went on.
Yeah,
and towards the end there, you looked around and probably 3/4 of the stand was full. It was such a pleasure to see.
Yeah.
And everybody cheering on the girls. Now if we can double that, wow, what an atmosphere! It's going to be fantastic. We can double that sort of attendance.
Yeah, fully agree.
Really get behind the girls in their effort to win this one.
Yeah. So that is on Saturday, the 14th of February, Valentine's Day. Come spend your Valentine's Day at Olympic. Be nice and cute. 5 p.m. at Goodwin Park.
Does that include us?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
5 p.m. at Goodwin Park, so still early enough to go to dinner afterwards.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely come down.
Make sure your partner promises you dinner.
And hold them to it.
Yeah, hold them to it, exactly.
Or they could treat you to something nice at the canteen.
Yeah. Oh, that's big of you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the canteen's good food.
Yeah, darling, have a bag of chips and a can of Coke. Happy Valentine's Day.
But that Greek truck that we've got in the canteen, it's good food.
Yeah, if they really love you, they'll give you sauce.
All right. Come down, support the women. 5 o'clock on Saturday, the 14th of February against Capalaba.
You will not be disappointed. It'll be a crack game of football.
Fantastic game of football.
Important.
Yeah. Until then, go Olympic.
Go Olympic. Take care.